It's chess, nonsense, and analysis. And today we are on a very serious matter. We are talking with Mr. Freddy Odendaal again. And we want to see what, new developments have been happening. And yeah, let me first and foremost greet you. Good evening, Freddy. How are you doing, sir?
Thank you for having me, Watu. I'm doing good, thank you. And yourself?
No, I'm good. Well, I can always complain, but I'm not going to. Basically, I want to talk about, what brings us here. The matter is not resolved. And, maybe I should just have a few questions. Maybe the first question I would say is, the last time you were here, we saw that there was going to be a disciplinary process, and they were supposed to then say what the outcome is, get back to you, and so on. What has happened since then?
Watu, I actually wrote a letter on 18th of January, Saturday. So I want to go on with my life. So that thing is like, when something is on your head, you just want to get it off your head. So that is what's going on. I'm still waiting for CHESSA to resolve the issues or have the hearing and the investigation that is supposed to take place. Now, since then, I haven't heard anything. On 18, I've sent the email, specifically like I said, I want to resolve the issues. And then I got a reply. I got a reply from Mr. London Nukabane, VP1. He responded. I think I will send the letters through for you guys to check it out.
Well, I basically, what I have wind of is that, of course, you have, because the question is, what should you do? I mean, here you are not able to play tournaments, actually. That was what was shocking to me. It seems that, every time you're trying to enter an event, the organizers are saying to you, unfortunately, we don't want to get into trouble with Chess South Africa. They have banned you, even though there hasn't been a hearing and you're not able to play. Have you played anything since since the last time we talked?
No, I was looking forward to playing the Masters, as you mentioned. I was blocked to play the Masters. I tried to enter the event here by us in Jeffreys Bay. The same thing, like you said, the organizers stopped me and said I can't play. And the same goes, it's not for the playing. I can't arbiter. So it's also on that side that I can't do. So I can't coach because that's what I said to schools. So they're blocking me all over without investigation. There's no investigation that took place. Doesn't look like they want to do any investigation because, again, I'm here, I'm waiting, I want to go on with my life, but there's nothing that's happening.
This seems to be very, very unfair. From where I'm standing, in a sense that if somebody is accusing you of a wrong, whether rightfully or wrongfully, I think it is their duty. It's the duty of the person who is actually accusing whoever that they are wrong of, putting the whatever it is on the table, right? And saying, for example, if they say me, they say Mr. Kobese has done APC, which is wrong. They are supposed to, as quickly as possible, have a hearing, let me answer, put it down and tell me exactly what are the grounds for whatever thing that is happening. Because as you rightfully say, this is not a game to you. I mean, this is your life. You are not able to play, you're not able to coach, you're not able to go and officiate because as an arbiter in a tournament. And I mean, I'm trying to find the words, but in which world is this just? I mean, who actually finds logic in this? I mean, with no communication, nothing. I'm actually finding it hard to understand, what the situation should be. So I understand that you have written to FIDE because I mean the situation is dragging on. You know, from where I'm standing, if it goes on like this, I mean, what's stopping it from going for 2 years, right? No communication, no nothing happening. It can go for 2 years, and what are you supposed to do? So it seems to me that now you've taken the view that you should possibly write to the custodians of chess internationally. And tell me, how is that process going?
I haven't got the response yet from Friday, but I definitely will do a follow-up letter because, like you said, if it goes on for 2 years, I'm not playing chess just for fun. I'm a full-time chess coach, so my life depends on chess. I said to myself, I don't stand up. I have a daughter that's in matric, and I have a son that's in high school. His first year in high school. So that is what's happening to me.
Sure. I'm very sorry to hear this. The question I'm having is that what about, because to me it seems that, you know, unfortunately it's very difficult to, because now we are not even talking about, we're not talking about attacking anybody. We're just talking about getting, you know, the name back and getting your life in order, going on with your life. I mean, your life is being stopped, so to speak, right? You
Yes.
cannot go on with your life, and unfortunately, I think the impression that it's giving is that you are guilty of something. I'm talking about someone who doesn't have any information. Um, they will obviously think that, okay, you know, Freddy is guilty of something, and you cannot have this hanging over your head indefinitely. Has there been any communication? Well, maybe not officially, but has anybody from Chess South Africa given you a call, said anything? Maybe not just to you, maybe not on an official capacity, but has there been any communication?
I've received some WhatsApp via Arbiter group that Andre Levac said that I haven't responded to a letter to say there's supposed to be a reason that I sent. So Andre Levac said in that Arbiter group that I didn't respond. So then I forwarded the letter to Ricardo Munner, who was the admin in the group, to say he must forward it because he deleted me out of the group. Like I've mentioned, I'm not just a player, I'm also arbiter.
Yep.
So I was part of the arbiter group, and then Ricardo Mana deleted me just for, I don't know what is the reason as well, but as we mentioned, it will go back to the suspension. So they deleted me out of that group as well now last week.
Is this the response, if I'm getting it right, where it was mentioned that you should actually state grounds as to why you should not be suspended? Was that the response
Yes.
that they were looking for?
And I did have written a letter.
So no one acknowledged receipt of the letter. I mean, from Chessa's point, from Chessa's.
I have, yeah, I Friek did acknowledge the letter.
Okay.
The same thing, he also mentioned that I will sit and the hearing will take place, but I'm still waiting for that.
Oof. Now, okay. Now I'm thinking, you know, for you, normally these things happen most whenever there's going to be sort of elections or something that they are, because I don't know if there's going to be. I mean, when is this hearing going to happen, if at all? I mean, what are you thinking? What are people telling you? I mean, how does it normally happen? Because I mean, surely something like this can also be just on Zoom, isn't it? I mean, if need be.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
okay.
no, I'm willing to do a Zoom meeting, and I'm willing to, if there's any faults that they can find for my suspension, then they can give me, like you said, there's grounds for my suspension. I'm waiting for any
There is.
reason they can come with, and they can give, if there is, yeah.
Exactly. So, what is the way forward? I mean, you cannot go on indefinitely like this. I mean, what are the options that you are having? you know, to deal with this situation. It's a horrible situation. And I'm talking now from you on a personal level, you know. I mean, your life is being disrupted.
What
Please go on.
for on that's why I'm doing this interview. I think the best is to start here. I don't know where to turn to. The only thing that I know now is to turn to send this video in all the groups and ask for help. So this is me asking for help. If somebody out there can help me, please assist.
This is a very sad situation. And I know, you know, that many people will sort of look at this, maybe not even interested, but from where I'm sitting, the problem is that, you know, if we don't have a process, like I do not really, okay, now I care that it is you. I mean, you are a personal friend, a colleague, someone I've known for more than 20 years and so on. But what I'm trying to say is that I'm not just saying this because it is you. I'm just saying that I feel that if somebody is, if there's a process that has to happen, you know, you cannot hold someone ransom. You cannot have it going on indefinitely because, you know, the danger of this, I'm just hoping that as a chess community, we can see that the danger of something happening like this is that it sets a precedent. If it can happen to you, it can happen to anybody. So it means that anybody can be charged without trial, right? This is what we're actually talking about. Because
Yeah.
if you're going to charge me, but you know, charge me with the trial. Give me my date in court, right? Let me go and speak. Charge me. Let me defend myself, right? You cannot waive something over someone's head, and especially if that is their profession and they cannot move, and you are just not doing anything. I don't know. I think there is something wrong, and I really hope that the chess community will hear your pleas with this. And I mean, I really hope that some legal minds out there can chip in, and they can get hold of you. They can advise. They can write, and I really hope so, because the point is that this is now my plea, you know. It's important to understand that we need processes happening, whether you are directly involved or not. But if it can happen to somebody, if it can happen to a stalwart like you, somebody who's given their life to chess, then surely it can happen to anybody. It can happen to any kid. I mean, the parents whose kids are in chess, it can happen to your kid. It can happen to anybody. I mean, are we saying that we are encouraging an environment where you can be sidelined without having your say? I mean, this is for me. I am not, and by all means, I mean, I know that some people may say I'm defending, I'm attacking. I'm not. I am just stating the facts here. I'm simply saying that if someone is going to be charged for whatever violation, whatever that may be, it cannot go indefinitely. Surely there's gotta be that logic that is happening. What about, have you tried any government offices? I mean, it would be of very much of interest to me what they would say about this.
I have CC them in my emails. Nobody have responded.
Sure. It's a very tough. So, okay, let us get this right. You're not allowed to be an arbiter in any event that is regulated by Chess South Africa. That means that is rated. You're not allowed to play. They're not allowing you to play in any CHESSA event. No reason given, by the way. What is this? What is the way forward? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's to me, it sounds like, it sounds like a dream that I'm finding hard to understand. It almost sounds unreal, right? Now, I really feel for you who is who's actually been drawn into this position. But what is the next step? Or have you not, are you still going to, this is the first step and you're going to see and go for the next one?
Like I said, I got the email, so I'm busy with a step. So I'm now with a second step, as you mentioned. So I didn't stop. I'm reaching out to people to assist. Like you said, with the governments, I'm sending emails. As you just mentioned about the law, I'm broke. I cannot afford a lawyer. That's why I was saying, whoever can assist, can they please assist?
You know, this is actually for me very sad. And, just when you were saying that, I remembered the one essay open that was held after COVID in Cape Town. Let me think. I don't think you played. No, did you play? No, you didn't play that one. So I remember that essay open because we had a situation. Why I'm mentioning this, Freddie, the situation was that Hendrik du Toit was still in charge of Chess South Africa then, right? And I remember what actually happened is that we had a protest that was before the round started. And I remember the current president of Chess South Africa, Mr. Levax, was there with placards. I know the advocate Frick was there, and they were holding placards, and I mean, now, as I say, I'm not judging anybody, but by what you are telling me, it seems like the environment, at least in my mind, hasn't really changed, unfortunately. I mean, there are grounds, for example, let me make an example. There would be grounds for sure for you to turn up in many events and hold a silent protest. That's what I'm saying. You understand? So since they thought the current office of Chess South Africa thought that there were grounds then when we were with Hendrik du Toit, it seems like now, well, the more things change, the more they stay the same, as they say, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah, it looks exactly. We looks like we're going in that direction again. Yeah. So some people say now that it looks like it get worse now since the new exec took over. Chess is a bit worse.
it's a very sad, it's very sad state of affairs. I don't know. I'm dumbfounded. Um, I just wanted to ask, by the way, as a channel, are we going to be able maybe to post some of the letters, if you don't mind, so that the public can then actually have access to some of the documents, if they're not confidential? If they're not confidential, maybe it would
I
give.
think
Go ahead.
no. What do we deal with sport? Yeah, we're dealing with sport. I don't think there's confidential, and the sport chess must be confidential. The current affairs is open. That's why we have websites and everything's supposed to be. If there's any policies, it's supposed to be public on websites. So we don't have to ask. It's supposed to be on websites. The same goes with this letters. I have sent it, like I mentioned, to a lot of people. So I will give it to the channel. People feel free to read, and I will
Thank you.
also give the vice president response as well.
Okay, thank you very much. I think, if we have the letters there, then I think some legal minds out there in the chess fraternity, if they read it, they may actually be able to help us, because it seems like there's some standoff. And well, certainly not from your side, but there seems to be something blocking somewhere. Maybe, Legal Minds could help along somewhere that we sort of get a resolution and we move forward. Man. Okay, you know what? Every time you come to the channel, it's sad. It's sad, But let's do this. Okay, I'm saying, let's hope that whenever this is resolved, it will be resolved. I want to have an interview with you, but we're going to have a nice one. But this is now way after. Once everything is resolved, everything has been restored to order. And I think that minds, sanity will prevail. I'm hoping, I'm hoping that the administrators will just, let's put personal issues aside, please, guys. Let's not set precedents. Let's get this. Let's just, let's do the right thing. Let's get going. But I am now predicting that it will happen. And then I wanna have you. We want to have you, Freddy, on the channel, and possibly you will talk to us about your best games, so that we have a much lighter conversation than the ones that we've been having, really. But now, is there anything else that is still on your mind? Please, the floor is yours.
No, I was thinking about that. It will be nice. Maybe some of my games. We have been playing games, me and Mr. Cromwood. Maybe some of that games you guys can also comment on that game. Maybe me analyzing the game and you guys also jump in. That will be nice.
I like that. I'd like that we get to talk about what we've been talking for all these years, all this time. Every time we met, we've always been talking about chess. We've always been talking about chess development and so on. That is what we do, So
yes,
no, we will set a date aside, definitely, and we will certainly want you back, on a much lighter note. But I really want us. We cannot sweep things under the carpet. Definitely not. I hope that we will get a resolution to this. But till then, yes, what we will do, we will certainly post the letters that were there, and as you rightfully said, it's a plea for people who love chess in the chess community to please come in and assist. We have Legal Minds, with this and that, with different expertise, and people can maybe chip in. And maybe some people don't even know that this is there, right? They don't know that there is such an injustice that is happening. Well, I'm saying an injustice. This is now, you see, I don't like this, Freddy. This is now like, it's weird. We are going into it's like we're living under a Stalinist, a government where I cannot speak freely. Every time I say I must explain what I mean, because there are people whose feelings are hurt very easily, and they're in leadership positions. Do you understand? When you say something, they feel hurt. That's why I constantly have to qualify that. Look, I'm not attacking anybody. I'm just saying that it's an injustice to you. I'm not saying it's an injustice that someone is wrong, because I know that that's how they will perceive it. We are now like under, some government by Stalin, where we have to check what we are saying, and secret police after us. I mean, this is where we are. It's weird. Yes, it's weird, but this is where we are being driven to. So anyway, I really hope that sanity will prevail. And I cannot imagine, to be in your shoes. And man, I'm very sorry that this is happening to you. And I really hope that things will certainly work out. And yeah, and yeah, thank you for coming and sharing. And yeah, we'll definitely do our best to just get your story out there again for the sensitive hearts. Not meaning that we are saying they are guilty or whatever. We are just telling your side of the story. Again, I have to qualify. We have to. Yeah. Is there anything else you have to say? Is there anything that you want to say?
No,
Mr.
thank you. Thank you, Watu. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And yeah, all the best. And yeah, let's get the message out there. And but what, as we said, we owe each other an episode once this is done, a very nice one where you are going to analyze the games and we're going to do what we love to do best. And yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
All right. All the best. And thank you for sharing your story.
Cheers.
And I hope that will definitely will get help out there.
Cheers. Thank you so much. Bye.
Cheers.